Something happened recently that I'm having a hard time wrapping my head around. I've heard of things like this happening, but I never thought I'd see it up close and personal. About a month ago, a person submitted a book to Outlaws to be published. I went through it personally and believed it to be a story that would be very well received by the readers. Well, we published it and it was rejected by KDP. They claimed it had been published before. I contacted the author and he assured me that it had never been published before, so we submitted it again and again with the same letter from KDP. In the meantime, this author submitted another great story. We got it ready to be published, but we wanted to hold off until KDP published the first one. We couldn't figure out why they would say it had been published before when I was assured that it had not been published before. We decided to do something that we've never done before, and that was to check for plagiarism. We learned that this story had been published before by a very well-known author by the name of Louis L'Amour. This manuscript was word for L'Amour's book, except the names of the characters had been changed. We then, of course, became suspicious of the second manuscript. And believe it or not, folks, it was word for one of Linda Lay Miller's books, except the characters had been changed. Let me tell you, this old cowboy was flabbergasted. I simply cannot understand why anyone would attempt to do something so low down and underhanded as this. Well, I called this author on the phone, and you know what? He denied that he had copied L'Amour's story, and he denied it more than once, I might add. And I think that probably bothers me a little bit more than the plagiarism. He lied to me. He lied more than once. You know, I've got a long list of things that I don't like, and lying's right up there close to the top. I can overlook most anything, but lying's one thing I can't let slide. I reckon you figured out we ain't going to publish this person's stories, and I would warn any other publisher out there to be on the lookout for these unscrupulous individuals, because I figure there's more than one out there.